Okay. All right. So this is recording, and I don't have you muted. So hopefully we can get this. Okay. So let me tell you what happened today. I was just, I don't know. Sometimes things just kind of hit me, and that's just kind of how my brain works. But one of the things is funneling people to take a look at our opportunity and our products, right? Like, I'm working in V3 chat with the people there that we're we are just kind of missing the mark a little bit on this, and I'm just being honest with you leaders, missing the mark a little bit on this inside out because the value is so incredible, and there are like 5 other companies that came out with collagen in the last month, y'all. I mean, like it's crazy. So, but we're not comparing apples to apples. I mean, so how do we set ourselves apart? So I'm working on that aspect, and the thing like that. So today, I was thinking, how can we funnel people differently? That ours is different. How do we grab their attention? That ours is different to just simply funnel them our direction. And I came up with an idea of coming up with a questionnaire that everyone sends out. And so the questionnaire for, let's just say, the collagen, so the collagen line. So some of the questions might be, are you using any type of collagen product right now? Do you love skincare, and do you currently have a system? Do you have discomforts daily? Does your skin not glow? You're not happy with what you're seeing in the mirror. You've tried it all and nothing worked. You look older than you are. Do you want to prevent looking older? Do you love the sun and summertime? When's the last time someone complimented you on your skin? So if you send this questionnaire out and you just simply say, hey, look, take a look at these questions and how many apply to you. You follow me? So out of that 1, 2, and the thing is that these are just sample questions. These are not written in stone. I'm just giving you an idea. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 10 questions. So what you can do is like, I'm going to send out 10 questions to my contacts, my friends, my acquaintances, people that I've worked with, whatever, and then I'm going to send it to my prospect list or whatever, and you're just going to simply ask them, of this list of 10 questions, how many apply to you? So I'm thinking, if you look at this and you say, well, 6 of them, then the answer is, I have something very special for you. And what we're going to do is set up a Facebook group, and we're going to hold an event in the group. So we need a very amazing name for the group. We need an amazing backdrop picture for the group. But what we're going to do is, you're going to add them to that group, and you're going to say, we have some incredible knowledge that's going to be shared in this group Thursday night at 8 o'clock. So really what we're doing is having an event inside the group that you funneled them to, because 6 of the 10 questions apply to them. Y'all got me? And in there, in my mind, I'm envisioning Margie or some kind of a skin specialist, and even having a Q&A session where they can ask questions about their skin or their discomforts. It's all things collagen is what this event will be. And so, and have testimonies and pictures and demo the products live in there. And so it's going to be Facebook events do not work anymore. They've made it so hard. People can't see it. They're not on the right page. They're not seeing the post. It's just a mess. So the only way around that is to do a group and create an event in a group. Funnel these people with this questionnaire to the group, and then have major kick butt content when they get on there. You following me? And then we're going to do the same exact thing for the opportunity. So the opportunity questions may be, do you have any idea how you're going to pay for, do you not have any idea how you're going to pay for Christmas? Do you need tax benefits? Do you have a smartphone? Are you covered in debt? Are you in a dead-end job? Do you have student loans? Are you in need of a vacation? How many of these things apply to you? And once again, you can be like, all right, we're having an event in this group. I'm going to add you to it. And Thursday night at 8 o'clock, there's going to be amazing information there. And in my mind, I'm seeing Justin Prince go through his story and just tell them how he was broken and doesn't have a college degree and how he's living in his parents' garage. You know what I'm saying? Like telling those type stories. And then even, Tina, I haven't even told you this yet because I was going to call you, but I got busy. But what we may even be able to say we're going to have a financial planner in there for questions and answers. You see where I'm going with this? And maybe even get a tax person, that Courtney Epps, in there answering questions. So we're going to provide so much value that this questionnaire, it qualifies them to be in the group. And I mean, I think when you look at it and check it on paper or on a phone, because we're going to text these out, when you look at it in black and white and you say, yes, yes, it makes it reality. And now let me tell you how we can fix this stuff. Do you see where my mind's going with this? And so I have on my calendar for October the 17th to be the skincare and all things collagen event, and the 24th to be an opportunity event. And we have 2 weeks to put all this together. And like, I want it to be like, oh my gosh, people want to be in these groups. It's so valuable. Y'all see where I'm going with this? But the thing is we can't introduce them to what we have and tell them what we have is different because we can't grab their attention long enough because everyone else has collagen too. And I mean, I'm even thinking I can get, Margie in there answering questions. Who knows? But here's the thing, guys. We can do this every month. We go back to the same group and hold another event in that group doing the same thing. We can do it twice a month in each one. We can do whatever we want to do and just work these people by showing them we have answers for them and kind of funneling them from a whole different direction and having complete control over it with it being a group. And just simply have an event, just like a Facebook party, it's just happening inside the event where we can't have all these malfunctions and problems or whatever. So what I'd like to do next week is see if Margie can get on there and demo the stuff, have some before and after pictures, testimonies, and like live demo. Somebody do the infusion, somebody do the serum, somebody do the moisturizer, somebody drink the collagen, and just kind of, you see where I'm going, like demoing this stuff. And I just believe if the value is there and we know that it is, and we come at it from a different way of funneling, we might just get an edge. Because right now, I'm bombarded with collagen. And no one knows ours is different. They think we're full of crap. But we can show them. Do you see what I'm saying? We can actually tell them, things. And that's another thing is I want to be able to say, these are the things of why ours is so different. Do you know that the one you're using that's a powder is likely what's left over on the ground? Horse hoofs, ears, gross. Like they have no idea that it's crap. It's just crap. And they don't have to have crap. They can have the good stuff because they're probably paying $50 or $60 for that tub of hooves. So feedback. Is everybody frozen?
I love it. I think it's a good idea.
Sorry, I
think it's an awesome idea. I'll demo.
Of course you will.
Bob, my husband's a pharmacist, and he studied the effects of resveratrol, or he's researched the effects of resveratrol, which is in our biocell. So we could maybe talk about that too.
Absolutely. He can actually if we could have him sometime be a part of our Q&A and let them ask him those questions.
I mean, he's in the medical field and he supports all these nutraceuticals. So.
Exactly. People just want to be given value. If you can say, all right, I'm going to add you to this event and I'm going to give you there's going to be information shared in there that you But there's going to be a financial planner in there doing Q&A. Would you, on top of answering these questions, would you not say yes? Like it's way more than just saying, here's my product, here's what it does. We're actually going to show them we can solve the problems from a different angle. So what I need everybody to do is like help me give this thing birth. And we want 10 questions for the opportunity. We want 10 questions for all things collagen. And we got 2 weeks. So that's why it was important to do this tonight, to at least get this ball rolling and see who wants to participate, who wants to be a part of being part of, helping getting this getting this up and running. Leadership legs.
I'm all in.
So here's my question, Dina. So let's say we add whomever on October the 17th.
Mm-hmm.
Those people are in the group, and let's just say we come back on November 17th,
mm-hmm.
and we add more people. The people that were already there are gonna
see it again, and then we're going to add more people, and we're just going to continue to do it until we have. Just think about it. We're going to have these Facebook groups that are full of our prospects, just ours, and they're all going to be in one area that they're going to be seeing it at a whole different level. And I guarantee you, we're going to find some really good customers and some really good social marketers in this. Because if I'm sitting here answering these questions myself, I'm like, there's nowhere to hide from, and all you're asking someone to do is simply these apply to you. It's a survey.
Mm-hmm.
And when they send it back and 8 of it out of them, then you're like,
hey, get everybody to mute because we can't hear. Somebody's not muted.
When you get everybody, coming from a different angle of, well, and it also answers a lot of questions. Like one of the questions is, do you use skincare and do you currently have a system? Like that right then, that's somebody you don't want to stay far from because they're already using a system. All you've got to do is make them understand how much better ours is. So a lot of this is finding out some questions from people that you're wondering right now that they're never going to tell you. But we're not coming at it I don't want to come at this from an angle of salesy or pitching a business. I want this to come from a place of we want to help people.
I think it's education. I think we should look at it like education.
Education and helping people solve problems, because some people just don't even know where to turn. They have no idea where they want to turn. And so if I were to say, if the questions were, if we did it up in a nice professional looking poster that we can text out that says, do you love skincare and are you currently using a system? Do you have discomforts daily? Does your skin not glow? Are you happy with who you see in the mirror? Have you tried it all and nothing works? Do you look older than you are? That's going to be a what? Do you want to prevent looking older than you are? Do you love the summer and the sun? When's the last time someone complimented you? Has anyone complimented you in the last 6 months to a year on your skin? I mean, like, it makes you think. So we want those 10 questions to be something that people are like, dead gum, I need some help,
And then that resource is really just to get to them so that they can answer it, and then they can look at it and say, wow.
Yeah. Get that moment. And then you come back and say, well, if you answered 2 or 3, but since you have 5, 6, 7 of them, girl, I may have some solutions for you. And I've got an expert that is going to be sharing some valuable information on ways around some of this stuff in this group. I'm going to add you, and I'll remind you, and then, you know, make a list of everybody you've added to remind them. And it's actually going to be an event Thursday at 8 o'clock. And we'll plan that event. Like, we'll open it up with this, then we'll have this person, then we'll have this person, then we'll do the demo. Like, I want you guys to be a part of the whole planning process.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Are there going to be two separate groups, or like one for opportunity and one for, you know, all things collagen? Or are we going to throw the opportunity in with the people that we're trying to help them with skin and joint issues?
No, two separate things. And every month we can hit these two separate things. Or if it's going really, really well, more, you know, especially these next 2 or 3 months, you know. And then if it's going really well in January, we start a third group with weight loss. You know, I mean, it's endless to where we can go with this. I know that's the three big things.
So I have a question. So once the group is live and we start adding people to it, will there be content in there, or is it that we're adding them to the group and waiting for the event that may be a week later?
That's something we all need to decide. I mean, like, I personally don't want to clutter it up. I want it to be the bang moment. I want them to get on there to have to see what we're doing. If we start answering all their questions before the event, they're not going to get on.
I think, and this is just me talking and quickly brainstorming, I think it might be a good idea to keep, like, maybe assign a few people to do a few curiosity posts, like maybe once a day leading up to the event, just to kind of keep people engaged. And we've kind of done stuff like that before, but, you know, I would just hate to start the group, start adding people to it, and then there's nothing going on in it.
Well, I mean, I don't want to invite people to it till I would say 4 days out, don't y'all? I mean, like, we want them to be something that's going to be happening pretty soon.
Okay.
But we can decide what we want to do with the groups, what we want the name to be, what we want the amazing background picture to be, and we can decide the questions that we want to, the surveys that we want to send out, and have someone type those up really, really nice for us, and then start deciding who we're going to have in the first one. And I mean, I think that, you know, Margie's excellent at answering questions, and when you can take it to providing all this information and then open it up for Q&A, I mean, people love that. I mean, you know, like, can you imagine them learning about our skincare and then saying, well, I'm allergic to this, and then being able to ask Margie a question and Margie saying, you're fine. You know, I mean, or this is what it's actually doing about the molecular weight, and, you know, explain to them what that is and things like that. So it's education, it's information, and it is the realization that you got a big list of need here, you know, and helping and providing help with that. I mean, y'all, it may just bomb. I don't think it will. I think if we all get together and do this right, I don't see how else we're going to start to funnel people. I mean, it's harder now because we're competing against all these other people with collagen that they claim is the best, and we know it's not. So, you know, if we can, one of the questions is, do you use a collagen product? And if they do, then they need to get on here and learn the differences in the collagens. You see where I'm going with that? I mean, like, but you're never going to convince them of that, because they'll say, I'm already on one. Well, then they're going to be defensive of theirs. But if you can say, if you jump on here and check out what they're going to be saying about this line of collagen and compare it to yours, that puts a whole different spin on it, because the comparison is not there. I mean, it's not even close. And then going back and, you know, I don't know, it's just a place to land, to that we have control over, us people right here. And, you know, and I mean, like I said, I feel like we can do well in October and November with this, and December. And then in January, add the weight loss, or in December, add the weight loss to prepare people. But most people aren't thinking about it until after the holidays. And they just don't know. They're going to diet. They just don't know what they're going to do. So starting a weight loss health thing, because I've got something that I want to tell you guys is, like, I have started some really awesome relationships with a lot of advocate people. And I've got a guy now, I'm going to show you his picture, that I am actually, we chat through Messenger, and he has no idea how to do social retail, and we have no idea what he does for his body to look like, you know, like, so what I'm trying to say is I'm going to be implementing men that are in the business on a lot of this stuff, because we're trading off. Does that make sense? Like, I'm helping them and they're going to help me. And it's really going really well. But they're hungry. They're hungry to learn. Now, that's a man in our company. Do you think that we can reach some more men with that? And guess what his post said? It says, collagen coffee for days. That's it. When we can start to incorporate some men and getting men on these things, that's my ace in the hole. His name is Ross. And he, y'all look like y'all are stunned or either glazed over or.
I think it was the abs.
Right? Just saying. We're about to spread the net. I'm rocking Millie, so I'm being quiet. Okay. So anyway, thoughts, feedback. You think this is stupid? Got a better idea? Where are we at?
I'm down for trying it.
Awesome.
Me too. I'm willing to try anything.
I am too, Dina. This is Brandy. I have a hard time a lot of times getting people to come to the groups.
Well, that's why we got the survey. That's why we got the here, because if they check, you know, we can all decide how many is and have a response for that. You know, that's
Okay.
Talk about, like, if they check 4 or 5 things, then their response needs to be this, and we can really say, you know, we need those words to be amazing. Those 7, 8, we have something to say for that. But the whole thing is that I think it's the realization of it being in front of your face. You know, like, 2 of those questions. One is, are you using the current system? And they say yes, and then they say no one commented on their skin, and that's a. I mean, that's, sometimes people don't know what they don't know, so using, they're comfortable with, they have no idea something else out there could make them look younger. So we want the questions to be on the money. We want the survey, questionnaire, whatever, to be on the money. And we'll even decide what we want to say to the people we send out the questionnaire to. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, what's some great verbiage to send to these people that they're going to want to take the survey or the questionnaire. So I guess what I need you guys to do is, you got the gist of where this is going. We're going to need a name for the page. We're going to need the name for both pages. We're going to need and here's another thing. Modare is not going to be mentioned anywhere in these groups. Nowhere. So it's totally going to be Curiosity. Now, I can't tell you that when we're demoing, it won't be on the product or, anything like that. I'm saying we're not going to make any posts that say Modare. That's my vote. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but we work too hard to just throw it out there like that. And so we need a name for both the groups. We need a background photo that is thebomb.com. We need the survey, the questionnaire, 10 questions for each one. And we need ideas of what to do during this time. I've given you guys the time. The 17th is going to be our All Things Collagen. The 24th is going to be Opportunity. And so let's just start here and let's mold this. Let's put all of our creative minds together and come up with something that just freaking blows up. Sound good?
Yes.
And there are some people who might not want to participate. That's perfectly okay. I'm so excited that you do. And because, if you're not ready for this, that's perfectly fine. But for those of you who are, I just think that when you've got some skin in the game, you're going to see bigger results from it. Think about that. Because you're going to be more passionate about it, and you're going to be talking about it more, and you're going to be getting your people more involved in it than you would if I just designed all this and handed it out to you. So there's a method to my madness, and that is stretching your leadership legs and letting you be a part of this to absolutely take your passion and blow up your team with it. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to stop recording this